Hello everyone, LD3 back with you for another video. Today we are playing Rory Mcilroy PGA Tour. So I was trying to find an Eagle Point Golf Club course on the golf club, but I couldn't really do that. And that's where the Wells Fargo Championship is this week. So what I'm doing instead is I'm going to be playing the Quail Hollow recreation on Rory Mcilroy PGA Tour, which is the usual site for the tournament, but because Quail Hollow is hosting the PGA Championship later this year, they had to move the course. They had to move the tournament somewhere else, but I'm going to play Quail Hollow this week. So, show you guys how it works. You guys on the tour and everything going on around that, and hopefully I can play well. I haven't played this game in a while, so who knows how I'm going to play. But yeah, let's get into it.
Today's coverage brought
All
to you
right,
by
so here we
EA
are at
Sports
Quail Hollow.
and PGA Tour.
What I do like about this game, the second part, is that they actually have a little bit better commentary. Like, they have two people commentating this time instead of just John for the golf club. And also there are crowds, so there's going to be some emotion, there's going to be some ahs and yes and good shots and all that stuff. So pretty excited about that. You know what, let's just get to the course. Let's just get to the first hole. First hole, pretty easy par 4, not too bad. Well, who knows? I haven't played this game, so who knows, but
everything's in front of you.
Hey, that was actually crushed. How about that? That should be down the fairway, which it is. Oh, wow, I crushed that. 325. Nice. Good work, good work. Okay, so I am playing as Jonas Blix today because, one, I deleted all my characters off here because I got bored, and two, Jonas Blix actually won the tournament last week, which I'm going to get to in a second, and I overswung that, and that is gone.
Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Wow, okay. But yeah, with his partner Cameron Smith, won the Zurich Classic of New Orleans last week. Get in. Sit down. Okay. But yeah, they won the Classic of New Orleans last week in the first team competition in a while on the tour. I know they've had some before, but it's the first one I remember in a while, and that's an awful putt for par. So now now it's a bogey putt, and that's a bogey on the first hole. But yeah, so they won over 10. And both finished at 27 under par.
Teeing it up here at the second hole, Frank, it's a short par 3.
Under par average around, which is crazy. In these team competitions, I knew you were going to get low scores, but I didn't expect that low scores. So I was pretty happy about that. Okay, that's an actually decent shot. How about that? Just turn a little bit. Just turn a little bit and I'll be happy. Okay. It was the right distance. Just so a little wide on there, but yeah, I'm going to pop it back a little bit and out. Sit a little bit. It should be fine. It's going to be a tough putt, but yeah, they won team competition, TBC Louisiana. It's a pretty good course. I played it last week, if you guys remember. And that's a good par putt. That was my putt. Yeah, and there are also some pretty decent finishers, like Jordan Spieth and Ryan Palmer finished at 42 under par. We got Jason Duffner and I think it's Pat Kazire.
Actually, in a straight line, it's 315, 320 yards to run out. So if you hit the ball further than that, it's going to have to draw. Otherwise, you'll be hitting in the rough on the outside.
Justin Thomas and Bud Cauley, they were partners, 19 under par. Yeah, there was a lot of good scores this week. Like, usually, if you're around like 15 under par, you usually have a really good chance of winning any week on the tour. This looks under as a team got tied for 24th. So That's something I really liked about this new format was that there was a lot of low scores. For one thing, because best ball always brings out low scores. It's just how the format works. It's always brings out low scores because it's the best score out of two players. So if one player does bad but one player does really well on a certain hole, then it shows really well. But the alternate shot, I was actually really surprised that the scores were that low.
It's a very
Like,
long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult.
like after round one, sit down. Oh man, that's gone. But after round one, Jordan Spieth and Ryan Palmer were leading, and they I think shot 6 under 66 alternate shot, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. I have no idea how someone can shoot 6 under on alternate shot. Like during the Ryder Cup and President's Cup, when they have alternate shot, usually the teams win with pars or win. Oh boy, oh no. They either win with pars or like that's out of bounds, isn't it? Oh, that's out of bounds. Okay. Yeah, they usually win with pars or squeak out a couple birdies. They usually go 3-4 under par. I don't really see 6 under that much, so that was pretty cool. And I saw a lot of double-digit under par rounds in the best ball, which I kind of expected, but yeah, I love the team formats because of the low scores. Okay, because of the low scores and because of the fact it's more team-oriented, which I think is really cool. It brings me back to my high school days, where we didn't actually play as a team. Like, we didn't do any of the team formats, but but we did play as a team and play for each other, like the 8 of us that were playing, and it was pretty cool that way. All right, let's see if I can get up and down and save double here. It's 13. All right, turn a little bit and sit a little bit. Wow, okay. I forgot to put some loft on that. That was my mistake. And I'm off the green again. Okay, I am literally blowing this hole up. This is not good. This is not good, everyone. This is not good. I have not played this game in so long, and now I'm 4 over par in 4 holes.
Triple bogey.
Here we are at the par 5 fifth.
Another thing that really interested me was the cut line. So they did have top 35 in ties, which, based on the team format, is exactly like the regular tour week where they usually have 70 in ties, but 2 players, 35. That makes sense. And I'm wide of right somehow, even though I am way left in the fairway. But that happened. Can I go up further? No. I'm just gonna go right in between this tree right here and see how far I can get. And go. Oh, that's a nice shot. Just stay right there. Sit a little bit. Oh, that's fine. Perfect. But the number was really low. Like I said, 6 under par was the cut line.
Always talk about it. Don't compound the mistakes. Well, here we are. Another shot from the rough.
Well, I'm gonna go to 50 because 49 because I've been usually overdoing it. So maybe that will help.
This one should be safely on deck.
Oh, nice. I actually have a birdie putt, guys. I have a birdie putt. Yay.
Just good hands coming out of the rough, able to.
And it was a straight putt. What are you doing?
In great position.
Why'd you do that? All right, that's a par.
That's a rocky road to this point.
Yeah, 6 under, which seems low, but because of the format, it's not that low. And that makes it seem cool because everyone's like, oh wow, that's a really low cut. But then it's like, do you know what the format is? Like, the format is 2-person best ball on one of the days. Like, it's going to be a low cut. All right, come on. Carry the bunker. That's all I want. Oh, what a shot. Sit a little bit. Okay. That's nice. 250-yard iron. I'll take that. I'm probably going to have to putt it like here.
It's a big advantage if you can go at this hole.
That's how I've been hitting it. Come on, pull back. Turn! Had the right distance. That was just an awful lineup. But yeah, that's basically all my thoughts on the tournament. The one last thing I would say is that
Not a problem
PGA
from there.
Tour, I know you probably aren't listening to me right now, but please make more team events.
Well,
You
Frank,
have the
if you
President's
eagle,
Cup,
he's in
you
play
run the
here at the
President's
par
Cup,
five
that's
center.
great.
And a 6
That's
and
an
a 7 and
international
an 8
event,
or a
though.
9.
Like,
Actually.
actual
This is a
PGA Tour
potential
tournaments,
scorecard wreck with the 7th
make
hole.
more team formats.
Many a
Even
tee
if you
shot
want to
has
do,
found,
like...
that creek on the right.
did that go
Problems on the
left? Oh, that
There's no
stays
question he's
there?
on
Are you
board for a good
kidding
tee
me?
shot here.
Even if
The
you want to
viewers'
go, like,
decision, I intend to
President's
go for
Cup
this par 5 and
format,
2.
like,
It's not overly
10,
long, just
12
over
people on a
530
team
yards.
playing a
It is
weekend like
very
that,
tempting.
Frank,
just
so many
one weekend
different
like that,
lies
I
in golf.
would
This is one you
greatly
don't see
be
too
okay with
much. The
that.
golf ball
I would be
is on
for
a
that.
mulch.
Yeah,
If
and
you
it
want to do
never
the more
really
two-person
sets
teams,
up,
if you want to
so
do
this
like a
is one of those
four-person
ones
team format,
you've got to be
and make
much
like
more
of
conservative than you'd like to
like
be. Play for
honestly
the
a
fan of the
one
green.
team. 1 second. This is gonna be a tough shot, so I wanna. Oh, yep. That was a tough shot because of the angle, and now that's in the water. That is in the drink.
Never a pleasant
Fantastic. Hopefully I got some... Oh, yes. Thank you. Point of entry. I went over that last sliver, and now I'm only going to have a chip, which is nice.
Was in the water.
Yeah, like, honestly, one of the formats that I was thinking in my head, just thinking about this week, do it like for a four-person team. 1 second. Let me get the shot first. Come on. Jonas, what are you doing? So you have a four-person team,
So he didn't hit the green in
and you force each player to only play one round. So you have, like, come on, make the putt. Nope. But you have, like, say, like 30 teams or something like that. Play like Kapalua with the Tournament of Champions. You have 30 teams of 4, so that's 120 players, which seems a little low, but it's not bad. Maybe you do 40 teams of 4, so 160 players regular tour. But you have that. You have one person from each team play each day, and that's like you're depending on 3 other players to shoot low rounds with you, and you only have one chance to play. So your round might make or break the entire event. Like that's how. Like if your team decides for you to play Sunday, like that's crazy. And if you decide to play Thursday, you're done after Thursday, and you're just rooting people on the rest of the week. I don't know why that seems cool to me, but that seems like a cool idea to me. I'm not sure how you guys think. If you guys want to let me know what you think in the comments, and like if you have any other suggestions for team events for the PGA Tour, because they seem like a lot of fun, and I would love to see more. Just because I love the team-oriented facet of it. That's a nice shot underneath the tree. I'm on the fringe, though, which is a little disappointing. But if I pull back a little bit, do a little chip in the hole for a birdie. That's the first birdie on Rory McIlroy in 3 months. Nice. I love it. I love it. Also at 4 over, but who cares? Yeah, that's my impression on the tour so far. Now looking forward to Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is usually an interesting event because it's the week before the Players. I'm not sure if that's generally what it is or because that's what it is this year, but it generally is, or if that's like just one thing they're doing this year, but it's the week before the Players, so a lot of people are going to be there's either 2 ways this could go. Either a lot of players are going to go to warm up for the Players, or why is that going so far left? The wind isn't even that bad. Or a lot of people are going to be resting pre-tournament, so not a lot of people are going to show up. Oh, bring it back slope. I didn't even know that slope was there. Bring it back slope. Okay. That was a good shot, but usually what happens is that some of the big players do come and play the tournament. So like Rory McIlroy always plays this tournament. That's why they have Quail Hollow in the game. Or at least that's my opinion of why they have Quail Hollow in the game. That didn't turn at all. That didn't turn as much as I thought. I had great distance, but that's not a gimme. Now we have 4 feet. But I make the putt. Nice. Okay, but yeah, McIlroy goes. Ricky Fowler, past winner there. JB Holmes, I think, won. We've got some big players. Okay, this is my favorite hole at Quail Hollow, so I'm just going to shut up for a second. Yeah, if I can just aim it right at the bunker, just let the wind take it back and hopefully power it over. Or you can hit it slow 13%. You can do that too. You're in the fairway, but that's only a 270-yard drive. Good work. But yeah, Wells Fargo. It's usually a pretty good tournament, especially if Rory McIlroy plays, especially if Ricky plays, especially if I think Jordan's played there once or twice. Like, a lot of big players do go and try to play that tournament mostly because of the course, because Quail Hollow is a pretty awesome course. Not Quail Hollow is a great course. That's why I'm playing it now for you guys. It's a lot of fun. It is at Eagle Point this year, which I did mention before, but I don't think that's going to ruin the reputation of the tournament or like prestige of the tournament at all. I think it's still going to be a good tournament. People are going to enjoy it. The players are going to have fun playing it. I heard a lot of good things about it, especially if it's going to be on like a course that people play on the tour. Get in the hole. Go. How did you leave that short?
It's like kissing your mother-in-law.
That was actually the first putt I left short all day.
Did the job right there.
But yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm excited about the players next week, though. Like, I'm probably going to come back here and do the TPC Sawgrass recreation on here too, because I love Sawgrass and I want to do that course right. So I'm probably going to play this course. I'll play this game again next week. But oh, what a drive! But yeah, Sawgrass next week, especially with the new renovations that happened. This game does not have the updated renovations, nor does anything on the golf club or anything like that. So
staring at the approach now at the par 4.
I might try to see if I can find a recreated Sawgrass on the golf club, but if I can't, I'm probably just going to come back here. 116 should be fine. Because it's the best recreation I could find.
Like it might have a
pre-renovation. And I'll probably talk about the renovations more next week because I'm really interested in them. They seem really cool, especially the 12th hole. I mentioned that a couple episodes ago, but that 12th hole is going to be such a great hole now. It was a great hole before because it was short yet like really strategic and like thought-provoking.
Here we are now at the 12th,
especially like where you want to lay up and stuff, because it was usually a layup hole for most people. Like Bubba might have tried to go for it once or twice, but it was usually a layup hole. It was interesting to see how people played it, but now it's a risk-reward hole. Mostly everyone in the field will be able to go for it. Exactly. And it would be like 2 points if they have the tee box at a certain spot. So seems like it could be really good. Why do I keep swinging it fast 4%? I don't understand that. And it's going to be right. Actually, no, that should be fine. Stay right there. It's actually a good shot. It's a really good shot, actually. 18 feet.
It's at sneaky distance.
Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh, that's a birdie. Nice. Get up to 3 over par. Maybe I can make a couple birdies in the next few holes, get it up.
Here we are at the par 3.
But we also have the green mile at the end, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that. But let's see here. 201, up a couple. There, what's over the bunker? 195. This should be perfect. This should be perfect, and it's going to stay left, of course. Of course it stays left. But you know what? That's not the worst shot I could have. So then, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys what's on the docket for the rest of this tour year. Is that going to be another chip in? Because I'm pretty excited. Seems like it's been really good, especially with how Dustin Johnson's been playing. I don't think he's playing this week, but he's definitely going to be back for the Players.
Hasn't been easy.
I'm really upset that he wasn't able to play in the Masters. That was really disappointing for him, but you know what? We're gonna go through the rest of the schedule and see how things are going. So we have the Wells Fargo this week, which I'm kind of showcasing now. Okay, we have a drivable par 4. Actually, no, with Jonas.
What's the right play here?
Rich, after all these years, I think it's
oh, yikes, that's in the water. Dang it! I just wasted an opportunity. Good job. Bye-bye.
Good news is,
yeah, we got the Wells Fargo this week. Players next
On
week.
dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
What's on the target line?
Third shot now.
Am I going to get
after the last
any
one found the deep
fairway?
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage
No,
here.
I'm not.
It's only one bad
Okay,
shot.
I'm just
that
going
you
to go
got
point of
punished for.
entry. But, yeah, we got...
Frank, this is one you don't
Which
practice, but
is
sometimes you
kind
have
of
to
an
do it.
interesting tournament
Time
because
for
it
a run.
was...
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot.
I'm
in
not sure
golf.
if it was
He
Jordan
just paid
Spieth's
for it.
first PGA Tour event, but it was definitely... oh, go. Be good. It was definitely the first that a lot of people remember him playing in. Oh, are you going? No. Stay.
Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side, too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to two.
But yeah, this was the tournament
Not
where
what you
Jordan
wanted to
Spieth
hear,
was
but this
16
is
years
the
old.
fifth shot
Yes, let's
after
remind
the
ourselves
ball went
about
into the
that. He was
water.
16 at one point. And he finished in the top 20 at a PGA Tour event at age 16. Let's remind ourselves that happened.
And he's made the
That's
green.
crazy. He was sort of in contention on Sunday. He was in the final few groups as a 16-year-old
Take no pleasure in saying
at
it,
a tournament in
it's
Texas.
fact. It's double bogey.
That
Now
was
as we
pretty
arrive
cool.
at the par 5
And I remember that. I remember watching stuff about that. It was
Frank,
a lot of
I think
fun.
a
He's
player
probably
has to
playing
be
in that
thinking
tournament because
about
it
doing
means so
what
much to
Rory
him.
McIlroy
And
did in
I'd be
2010.
excited to see how
It's
he
the
does
last
there.
of the holes that you can really be
Week
aggressive
after
on,
that, we
Rich.
got the
So a good
Dean and
drive down here.
DeLuca
I'm well aware of the fact that there's water on the left. This is
formerly
a
known
good
as the
chance to make
Colonial
something happen
Invitational.
before you play the
I
green
remember
hole.
that course is interesting. It has a couple good holes. Like the last hole, it's with water. I remember the Jason Duffner, Adam Scott duel they had a few years ago. Don't remember what year that was. I
Now from a
remember
good
Phil.
position in the fairway, his second shot.
Yeah, it's a fun tournament. It's another Texas. It's like another mini Texas swing. They usually had the Texas swing sort of in the winter, but now with the whole like
This is taken off on a weird line.
schedule changes and stuff, they
Into
have
the
the
thick stuff.
Shell
That's a
Houston
difficult
Open
lie.
pre-Masters and Valero Texas Open post-Masters. So that's kind of
Shot now from the
this is
rough.
kind of
Frank,
now the
what
new
does he
Texas
face?
swing. So they
Well,
have the
lie
Byron
first
Nelson,
foremost. If it's sitting
and then the
down,
Dean and
then
DeLuca
obviously you're not
/
going to get a very
Colonial
good contact.
after that. All right,
Nothing wrong with
yeah.
coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Oh, that's a good shot. That's a really good shot. That's a really good shot. That's going to be
Chance for
a
birdie.
birdie there. That is
Runs
a
this one
tap-in
home,
birdie.
finished up.
I like that.
Can't get 'em all back
All right,
at once.
after that we have the Memorial,
Runs going the
which
right direction. Now at +4.
Hideki
At last, we
Matsuyama
have
won.
arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing
Course
stretches in all
designed
of golf.
by
We
Jack
call it the
Nicklaus.
Green Mile.
Again,
16, 17, and 18
fantastic.
here at
Okay,
Quail
we're getting
Hollow.
into the Green Mile. I
The
might have to
16th
focus,
is a
but
par 4, 508 yards. Frank.
and for those who don't know, the
And
Green
this hole
Mile,
was made even more
probably one of the
difficult when they
toughest
pushed
stretches
that
on the
green
tour.
further left
16, 17,
to
and
bring the
18 at
water
Quail
more in play
Hollow.
with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4.
It's going to be a
strong in every
really tough
single
challenge and a
department.
really fun end to the
Nicely
PGA
played
this year
shot,
too, I
about
think. So
310 yards.
it's going to be
down
good.
the fairway. This is an approach shot that will
211
really test the
downhill. I
player.
probably want to
Second to the
play
16th.
this. I'm going to play a 189 just because how much I've been overswinging everything. And then as soon as I say that, I go slow 7% and I'm going to be in the water. Oh, I'm not in the water.
that one
Good.
lands in the
I'm
first
good.
cut, Frank.
I'm good.
Interesting choice.
But yeah,
coming out
Memorial,
here.
always
It'll be
a
interesting to see
tournament
how
I'm
he
happy
reads
to.
this lie.
Well, certainly
I'm-
playable
I'm
from
en-
here.
I
Ball is in the
enjoy-
first cut, not too bad.
Especially after watching the President's Cup at Muirfield in 2013, I believe. I think it was 2013 at least. Oh, that was a good shot.
I mean, the skill. And
What was that, 5 feet from
that
par?
was sublime.
Like 7
Just
feet.
good hands coming out of the rough, able to manage.
It went the
the
other way. I
distance, and
didn't
now
realize
in
that, but
great
yeah.
position.
Muirfield
Man.
Village,
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
nice,
You don't want to let
fun
this one get away.
President's
This
Cup.
is about
Been
concentration
watching the
and
tournament.
focus
Tiger
at this
usually
point.
does well there.
So he
It's
has
fun.
that for bogey.
Then we got
I can't help but
to
think that the double bogey back on the 14th hole seems to have really taken him out
It's
of his game and
kind,
shaken
in my
his
opinion, kind of a
confidence.
forgotten tournament. Like Bill plays in it every year, and he has fun there, and like some big guys go, but like to me, it's like the week before a major. It's not. Did that really go left? Oh, my swing path.
Sitting in the wrong
Ugh.
direction.
Uh-oh.
That's in the water again. How many
Frank, we've all
water
been there. Hit one in the
water balls
water,
is that?
down,
Like 5
and
now?
regroup.
But yeah,
You've got to start from
so
scratch again.
it seems like a
Everybody's gonna hit
forgotten
bad
tournament.
shots.
It's
That's just the nature of the game.
I even forgot the course name.
Compounding
Like,
mistakes. That's the problem that you want to
the
avoid.
course. That's what I want to look up.
So hit the previous shot
Change
in the
not
water.
found. Thank
took a
you,
drop.
PGA
This now
Tour
the
app.
third
Much
shot.
appreciated. But let's see here. 1, 4. Second to go left 2. No, it's fine.
Safely on deck.
But spin. But
Great
yeah,
effort right
it's
there,
a
and a great
TPC
chance
course.
to
I
not
know
get in a
that.
short putt.
It's not TPC Nashville,
This is a
but
bogey putt for
TPC
Jonas Blixt.
something in Tennessee. Another bogey putt. I make it. How about that? But it's usually an interesting tournament. People their last chance to make a case to get into the U.S. Open, which is pretty good, and which is the week after. And this year's U.S. Open, I am pumped about. Aaron Hills. I have not played Aaron Hills. However, I have been close-ish to Aaron Hills. I went to a leadership golf academy in Minnesota, and
Frank, what's the player
to
need
that
to
ish,
watch out for here at 18?
and
that false front doesn't
we
finish
kind of
quickly.
talked
8 or
about
9
the
yards
course a
on
little
direction.
bit
Then you've
at
got
the
2
academy,
different
sort of,
tiers.
not
Plus
really,
it's a
but
narrow green.
for some reason,
club selection
going
here
to that
is just
tournament
so
made me,
important.
or going to that academy made me want to research more about the area. And the one thing I did find out was about Aaron Hills, which made me even more pumped for this.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in
Kind of like Chambers Bay, where it's like
chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
out in the open, pretty
Frank, I'm not saying
treeless,
driver here, but this
very
is a
hilly.
long putt.
Greens are fast.
Let's see. Okay, this is a tough putt, so I'm just
good
gonna
line, good pace. Might have a chance.
turn a little bit. Turn a little bit. Distance seemed okay.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt.
Yes, Richard
Reed
Lerner,
wasn't
thank
very
you.
good.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Trying to stay
All
steady.
right,
Make
and
par.
then you got here. Come on. Come on, pull back. Pull back, thank you. And I missed the putt. Fantastic ending to the round, but yeah, I'm very excited for Aaron Hills. I've researched the course a lot. It's a lot like Chambers Bay, and it has, I think, every par 5 is over 600 yards. So I have no idea how the USGA, who usually likes to either shorten their par 5s or convert them into par 4s,
but I suppose that's golf, isn't
or shorten them to convert them into par 4s, or just convert them into par 4s no matter what. I have no idea how. I have no idea if and how they're going to do that, nor do I believe they are. I don't believe they're going to. But if they do, it'd be interesting to see how they do that. But yeah, that's it from me. That was Quail Hollow Golf Club in preparation for the Wells Fargo Championship, which is actually being played at Eagle Point because Quail Hollow is hosting a major this year. But yeah, that's it from me. Next week is going to be TPC Sawgrass for the players. Get excited for that. I'm really excited to play Sawgrass. I haven't played that in a while either. I love the Island Green. So it's on my top 5 courses I want to play, so very excited about that. But yeah, if you guys like this video and like the golfing series in general, go ahead and drop this video with a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys with a new video real soon. Bye.